Remember when all the leftoids ran to Bluesky and was like, yeah, X is totally over. Bluesky is totally what's up. And we all told them that, yeah, there are people you disagree with on X, just like there are people that I disagree with on X. But the disagreement is engagement, and that's actually why people stay. They said, no, 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 we want a safe space. And ever since that app launched, the entirety of the mainstream media has been trying to make it a thing, including a brand new article from Wired today talking about how Bluesky is going to take over the entire social internet. Well, I have some data that shows the usage of Bluesky, and it flies directly in these lies that the mainstream media is pushing. In fact, the app is dying at a rate that will make it completely irrelevant, probably by Halloween at this rate. Because now that, kind of the election is over, look, views even on my channel, like Hollywood's pretty slow right now. Not a lot going on there. Not a lot going on in politics. And things are slow. But on Bluesky, ooh, doggy, are they slow. Bluesky is plotting a total takeover of the social internet. All the lefties fled to Bluesky following Elon Musk's Twitter takeover, but CEO Jay Grabber says the app is for everyone and could revolutionize how people communicate online. Is it for everyone? All I did was make an account there and said hello, and Bluesky banned me. Didn't break a single term of service, not one, and they banned me. There are thousands of other people. Of course, I would love to have an account on Bluesky. It's where all the most crazy people live. It would be great for content. And of course, I would follow their terms of service. That's the rules, right? The terms of service, I will follow them. And I will farm content. I will interact appropriately, just like I interact everywhere, because it's still important to multi-stream, to have all of your content available in as many places as possible. As I waited to meet with the CEO, what appears to be an Asian woman, or maybe perhaps a trans man, I'm not sure, on the 25th floor of an office building downtown Seattle, something miraculous happened. Moments before the CEO showed up, the haze lifted. Elliott Bay glittered in the sun. I could see Bain Bridges Island's rolling hills, all the way to Snow-Capped Peak, and the skies were completely blue. Grabber's tenure at Bluesky has had this fallacious quality, starting with a given name, Latinian, which in a triumph for nominative determinism crowd means blue sky in Mandarin. The name she's gone by for years, Jay, can also mean a wind creature that takes to the skies and adds to the serendipity. I mean, these people are all the way gobbling cone. They are at the base. There is no more left that they could take in. And the app, we're going to get to it, is still completely a ghost town. Grabber's tenure at Bluesky has been, it was an invite-only service in 2023. By the time it opened up to the general public a year later, Twitter had become a right-wing echo chamber known as X. Bluesky swiftly became a refuge for a coalition of leftist liberals and never-Trumpers. Okay, so it's an echo chamber when it's X, but it's a safe haven when it's leftoids. The 34-year-old cuts a different figure than most. Wait, is this it looks like this could be a biological man. The jawline, it's definitely possible. I'm not totally sure. You see, a former software engineer seems most energized when they're talking about the unique infrastructure of her kingless world, undergirding Bluesky as well as several smaller apps in its atmosphere or AT protocol. Okay, so again, when we talked a few months ago, Bluesky had surpassed 25 million users. Where are you now? 34.6 million users. So how many people have you had? There are about 30 people. They say there's 34.6 million users. Remember that number. X, remember the app it was replacing? active users on X, I believe is, let's just see here. Active users on X. 586 million. So X is still more than 20 times more popular than Bluesky. And let's take a look at the daily unique posters, right? Because just like with Threads, remember when Threads was going to destroy X too? And they touted these insanely high membership uptake numbers? It was just because they forced everyone with an Instagram to have a Threads account. Nobody actually uses Threads. Let's look at the unique. Here's Mark Mitchell from Matt Rasmussen reports. Bluesky is plotting a total takeover of the social internet. Wired, that's today. Here is a daily posters, unique posters, based on, this starts in December. Starts in like here we can see it peaked at 1.5 million daily posts, which isn't even that many. If you take that over 35 million, that means only 1 in 10. Check that. 1.5 million. 1 in 20. Only 1 in 20 of their daily users at their absolute peak were even posting once a day. Now, I don't know what the X breakdown is, but certainly there are a lot of lurkers on X too, I would assume. It peaked at 1.5 million. Now, you've gone from 20 million users to 34.5, call it 35. So you've nearly doubled your users, but for some reason, your daily unique posts are down nearly 60%. Now, this day seems like an anomaly where it was really, really low, down to like 500,000, but it could have been a weekday or holiday, or maybe the app was down that day. Well, let's just take the trend. Since post-election, 2025, here's February, right? Trump has been sworn in. There's not a lot to talk about. Now we're into April, down to 900,000 from 1.5 million. And now we go into what appears to be closer to May. We have now plummeted down to about 750,000. So we lost 50% of its daily users, let's say. I can't really see this exact number, but it's about 750,000, let's just say. I mean, Threads itself even has more active daily users. And I don't know a single person on Threads. I've never seen a Threads post. Just like all the Twitter and X slayers before, Threads, Mastodon, Gab, Truth, etc. Now, to be fair, Gab was never really set to be an X slayer, and Gab does still exist. Truth is a place to go if you want direct access to Trump. I don't know how popular it's going to be after he's president. I imagine it will still be kind of popular. But nonetheless, it's difficult to say. Essentially, the summary of this chart is that their users are either bots or they're just people creating placeholder accounts in case the app ever takes off. And you're not supposed to be losing 50% of your unique posters when you allegedly double your active users. So either you're lying about active users or the app is completely dying. On top of that, Bluesky has been a safe haven for users fleeing X and Threads. Why are they fleeing Threads anyway? But while there's less hate, there's also fewer lulls. Well, yeah, because guess what? Government censorship comes to Bluesky. Government censorship has found its way into Bluesky. There's currently a loophole thanks to how the social network is structured. Earlier this month, Bluesky restricted access to 72 accounts in Turkey at the request of the Turkish governmental authorities, according to recent reports by the Freedom of Expression Association. As a result, people in Turkey can no longer see these accounts, and their reach is limited. The report indicates that 59 Bluesky accounts were blocked on the grounds of, quote, protecting national security and public order. Bluesky has also made another 13 accounts and at least one post invisible from Turkey. Given that many Turkish users migrated from X to Bluesky in the hopes of fleeing government censorship, Bluesky's bowing to the Turkish government demands has raised questions among the community as to whether the social network is open and as decentralized as it claims to be, or whether it's, quote, just like Twitter after all. However, Bluesky's technical underpinnings currently make bypassing these blocks easier than it would be on a network like X. Nobody's going to do that. Nobody's going to do that. So, Blue Sky has bent the knee to government censorship. The people that fled there, I mean, quite frankly, I don't know if I remember X had taken down some accounts, but I mean, this is why websites like Rumble are so important. Now, Rumble is currently just a video platform, but obviously, hopefully one day it'll be an audio platform and maybe some form of social network too. I don't know. There are other apps out there that are relatively open. You could talk about, like I said, Gab, which you can't get in the Google Play Store, but you can download it and have it on your phone and use it. I have an account there. There are other things on the Fediverse. There's all sorts of weird, small little social media networks where you can say where you want to say. But it's as I've always said. People don't want an echo chamber. It's not how we are programmed. One of the saddest things on YouTube was when all the bedroom feminists left. It was great dunking on them. YouTube said, well, you can't make those videos anymore. You can't dunk on people. And it's like, that's half the fun of it. I dunk on people. People dunk on me. That's just the way it works. This is very, very bad news for Blue Sky. And obviously, if we go to Blue Sky, I don't know, Blue Sky. Let's say somebody who Blue Sky, Taylor Lorenz, right? Probably one of the most famous people that use Blue Sky. Let's see what their account is like. 258,000 followers, 100 likes, 40 likes, 40 likes. You have 258,000 users or followers, 30 likes, 59 likes, 40 likes. I mean, the app is dead, completely dead. And anybody with a brain could have seen this coming. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow, and we'll talk to you again real soon.